Welcome, parallelpreneur powerhouses, to today's Nef Nugget, where we're talking about how to transition smoothly from being having a side-based business to being a full-time entrepreneur. And I know you feeling very anxious and you're ready for the day that you can quit your corporate job. You believe if you had more time that you could just get so much done in your side business and really make it work for you. And you also know if that boss says something to you one more time, you're out of there. And I understand. I've been there and I know exactly all of those feelings that you're having as you're building your service-based side business alongside your corporate job. But I want to conscious caution you before you make that decision. There's just a couple of things I would like to share with you today about what will make that transition a lot smoother for yourself. So number one is building up a savings fund. Now, the standard advice is given when it comes to, before you take the leap is to save about 6 months worth of living expenses before calling it quits. Now, as an entrepreneur, there are going to be times in your business where it is feast and famine cycle, right? Projects are waiting to be completed in order for you to get the money. Your income is fluctuating from month to month, and just having a little something in reserve can make you carry you on those leaner months and make it feel a lot easier and a lot less stressful for you. And it's also important before you make that switch to really know how to build and expand your client base, and making sure that, when you have gaps in between, there's income and that you budget accordingly for that. So just making sure that you have some money put to the side, probably more than you think you should have put to the side, and ensure that you're budgeting and taking care of those living expenses, and making sure also that you're in the black each and every month by making sure that your business has also been able to cover its own expenses as well, will just kind of give you that freedom to build that business on your own terms, without the concern of, is the lights going to stay on? Who wants to be trying to build a business when you're struggling to make your ends meet, and you're finding yourself, when you're in those kind of scenarios, when you're struggling to make ends meet, you may find yourself to accept clients that are really not ideal for you, and that is not where you want to find yourself or where you want to be. So make sure you have those extra bucks in that bank account that will give you the freedom to say no to any prospects that aren't worth your time. So number two, I like to share with you is knowing, um, I lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. So number two is making sure that you're thinking like a boss, right? As an employee, you're really not having to do a lot of thinking necessarily when it comes to it, because you have a manager or supervisor, or somebody that's telling you exactly what to do. You don't never have to question any of the decisions or any of the things that they're telling you to do, because they're the boss, right? So you're just following their lead. But when you become a small business owner, an entrepreneur, and full time, it's up to you to set the goals, to create the plans that will help, and what it's going to take to achieve those as well, and doing the necessary work. So this including saying no when you feel like a suggestion or advice is going to derail you from what it is that your goal is, or take you off track, off the path of where you're trying to move forward. Also, number three, I want you to get used to working more, working more and longer hours than anticipated. I know you didn't want to hear that, because you want to quit your job to have that time freedom, and you will have time freedom. But as an employee, you have a work schedule, right? Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 3:30. Whatever that may be, you get to enjoy weekends and 3-day weekends, vacation and sick days, and all the perks of being employed. However, once you have your own business, you just don't necessarily have that luxury as much anymore, because you're building a business, and you have to prepare yourself to have to work those longer hours to add whatever value you need to add to your company. Also, you may not can take the long weekends like before, or as many vacations as you once did before. But just know that this is all working towards the future that you want to create for yourself. Also, I want you to expect to do it for yourself. And you're like, now, what does that mean? you can't depend on others to do it. It's going to be you. I know you might have a great passion for, coaching or interior decorating or organizing or accounting, whatever it may do, but that's not what you're going to be doing each and every single day. That is a part of it, but you're going to also have to be your customer service. You have to be your sales team, potentially be your HR. You're going to be your social media manager, your marketing manager. You're going to have to do all the things in your business initially. So just know when you're first starting out and you don't have all the financial resources to hire a team or always hire, you're going to be doing a lot of things yourself. And it's not only going to just be the things that you enjoy doing. Also, the last tip I want to give to you is schedule each and every day that you work inside of your business. Time is normally short on supply for a lot of us, and especially for entrepreneurs. So it seems that you always have fewer hours in the day than to get it all done. But in order to do that, create a weekly schedule that you can follow and build in some miscellaneous time, fill in some like white space for when things take longer or even shorter than you anticipated. And don't focus, always on the day-to-day activities. Also make sure you're focusing in on your long-term business strategy to help you reach profitability quicker. So I'm going to quickly recap the things that I shared with you today to make transitioning from part-time entrepreneur, or like I call a parallelpreneur, to full-time entrepreneur. So the number one thing is to ensure that you have built up a savings fund. Number two, I want you to think like a business owner. Number three, I want you to get used to working longer hours than you anticipate. Number four, I want you to schedule each and every day, right? So just make sure those are the things that you are considering and thinking about when you're looking to transition into full-time entrepreneurship. And if you are a Christian woman who is building a service-based side business alongside your corporate job, and if you're ready to put together that exit strategy, then we should chat. And all you have to do is go to bit.ly/book with Nef and schedule a discovery session. Until the next time, I pray blessings and profitability over your business. Be profitable and be blessed. Bye for now.